Hey guys, welcome to the channel, the Popthusiast. I'm Paul, and in this video, we're going to dig into the Moon Knight television series and some of the existing and newly announced Moon Knight Funko Pops. These are amazing. Oh, and at the end of this video, we're going to do a giveaway. So you're going to want to stay to the end of the video to see what this giveaway is going to be all about. So thanks for joining me. Let's get started. So Moon Knight is one of those obscure characters in the Marvel Universe that is not very popular, especially among non-comic book fans. Now, I'm a huge comic book fan, and I personally have not read that many Moon Knight books, but I know enough about the character to understand some of the elements they're incorporating into the TV show, which I really think they're doing a nice job of. But Moon Knight, for me, was always one of those characters that just looked really cool. And his original suit, which this is the pop for his original suit, just looks really awesome. So his face is kind of cloaked in darkness, and the hood and the cape looks very similar to a Batman type character, but just the all white is very bold for a superhero because they're very visible. It's hard to kind of sneak around in the shadows when you're wearing all white. But Moon Knight, as you may have found out from the comics or the TV series, is not the most stable superhero, and that's really important. That we'll talk about that a little bit later as well, as Moon Knight is one of the characters that sheds light on the reality of mental illness. And for me, I'm a licensed therapist, that some of you may not have known that, but that really hits home, and it's something that we definitely need more attention and awareness brought to. So in addition to this Moon Knight pop, the original one was a Walgreens exclusive. The value has shot up to over $100 now. There was also this other Moon Knight pop that came out, the Mr. Knight version, which you may have seen in the TV series, and we'll talk a little bit about that in a second. But Mr. Knight was a different variant version of Moon Knight, a character that he created around, I think it was 2005, 2006, the Warren Ellis run, and Warren Ellis and Declan Shalvey. It was an awesome comic book series where they introduced Mr. Knight, and it's basically Moon Knight. Mark Spector decided to change it up a little bit and just kind of get down to business and clean up his neighborhood. And it's just a really awesome comic book series. So check it out. Find the trade if you haven't. The trade's out there. The artwork is fantastic. But this pop is also going for about $100 now as well. So I think this was a Hot Topic LA Comic-Con exclusive. So both super awesome pops. Both versions make an appearance in the TV series. So a few other Moon Knight pops that existed prior to the TV show. There's this version of Mr. Knight where his fists are kind of up, his sleeves are rolled up, and he's kind of ready to fight. And that's really embodies that character. He was really just down to business and just wanted to violently get his point across to criminals. Then there's this pop that was released from the Marvel Zombies line, which is the Moon Knight zombie version. I don't have this one as I didn't start collecting the Marvel Zombies line, but it's really cool. And if there was one that I would end up picking up at some point, it's probably this one, although the value has skyrocketed as well for this one, which is a Funko Shop exclusive. And the last pop that existed prior to the TV series is this newly announced and released comic cover. So if you don't know, Funko is now putting out comic cover scenes with a pop that comes with it. And this one is from Marvel Spotlight number 28, which focuses on Moon Knight. And the pop that's in that casing looks really awesome. It's his classic suit, but they're trying to make it look like the cover where he was shrouded in shadow. So you can see the shadow on the chest and the legs and everything, and his face doesn't have as much shadow as the Walgreens exclusive pop. So we have pre-ordered this, and so it's really awesome. Really excited to get this when it comes in. So now that the TV series is out, again, I mentioned there were 4 episodes into it as of the filming of this video. There's 5 common pops that have been announced for the series. They all look amazing. But as we go through these pops, I want to talk about the series a little bit and some of the things I'm really enjoying with it, and really the awesome way that they're incorporating and changing some things about Moon Knight to make it make sense in this kind of Disney Plus world. So first up, we have Moon Knight himself. And so this version of his costume I thought was really awesome, that he kind of looks like a mummy, which makes sense because if you know about Moon Knight, he gets his powers and his superhero costume from the moon god Konchu from Egyptian mythology. And much of this series is based on Egyptian mythology and Egyptian gods and all that kind of stuff. So I thought it was really neat. I don't think they've ever done this in the comic book series, but it kind of makes sense that his outfit would kind of be a mummified superhero outfit as opposed to just the blanket white. outfit, so I kind of like this a little bit better. It makes more sense. So this pop here, he's doing a jump kick, so this is a very action-oriented TV series. I think the action scenes are phenomenal. Next up, we have the Mr. Knight version. So in this version, he kind of has this scar across one side of his mask face, as you can see. And in the series, you're introduced first to the character Stephen Grant, who is a mild-mannered gift shop employee in a Egyptian mythology museum. And it turns out that there's more to this guy than he even knows, as he ends up being, spoiler alert, a different personality of Mark Spector, who's the mercenary, who kind of is the character that initially started it all in the comic books. And Mark Spector has been the Moon Knight for an undisclosed period of time and wears this mummified costume. And then when Stephen Grant, the mild-mannered character that doesn't really know what's going on and really trying to put the pieces together, and our vantage point as the viewer is through Stephen Grant's eyes, so it's very confusing, but it's done really well. It makes you want to find out what's going to happen next. When he turns into the Moon Knight outfit, he becomes Mr. Knight. So I thought that was a really nice way to incorporate the Mr. Knight outfit into this series, because in the comic books, it's just Mark Spector that decided to kind of do things a different way and wore a different suit. But in the show, it's actually Stephen Grant, and it's his version of Moon Knight, which is really funny with his British accent, and just, he doesn't know how to fight. And it's very Deadpool-like in a way, some of the comedy. So really cool pop. There's also a glow-in-the-dark version of both of these pops that I won't be getting because I don't really do glow-in-the-dark, but I know a lot of people do. Next, we have probably my favorite pop that was announced out of this set, Konchu. So this could be a 6-inch pop, but in this version it's not. It's a regular 4.25-inch pop, but very easily could be a 6-inch pop. I think the detail on this one is really nice, but this is Konchu the Moon God. So this is the god that gave Mark Spector his life back when he died years ago during an Egyptian archaeological expedition, where he and some other, at least one other mercenary buddy, raided this dig site and ended up killing everybody. His buddy ended up killing everybody. His buddy killed him, Mark Spector, but the god Konchu brought him back to life as his avatar to do vengeance and justice in his name. So really cool pop. Again, my favorite out of this line. And it turns out that the archaeologist, the main doctor archaeologist that was killed, ends up being Mark Spector's wife's father, and her name is Layla. And so she has a Funko Pop of her own. She plays a really important role in the last couple episodes where she's in on the action. She is a really tough individual. She seems to kind of seamlessly go along with Mark Spector's mercenary life, but she's kept in the dark as well. And so she finds out things as we find them out. And I have a feeling that Marvel might twist things and eventually make her the new Moon Knight in the future, which there's a recent comic book series right now that has a female Moon Knight from a different alternate reality. So we'll see if they end up doing that. And then the final pop that was announced was the bad guy so far in this series, Dr. Harrow. And so Dr. Harrow, played by Ethan Hawke, which is a really cool character in the series. This is a change from the comic book version of Dr. Harrow or Harrow. He's a kind of a mad scientist, genius surgeon that has a disfigured face in the comic books, and his main goal is to try to fix his face, but he does it through nefarious means and is always trying to do unethical things. And so Moon Knight and other folks are always trying to stop him. So he's like the mad scientist type. But in the TV show, Dr. Harrow is the avatar of the Egyptian god Ammit, who is that alligator head symbol that you keep seeing through the episodes. And he's trying to raise Ammit and bring them back to Earth to pass judgment on everybody. So that is the main conflict so far in the series, in addition to the conflict between Stephen Grant and Mark Spector, where they're vying back and forth for the body. And there's some scenes that are alluding to a possible third personality as of the 4th episode. I do know a little bit more about his history, and I think I know where this is going, but I'm not going to share that now. We'll see what they do in the show. But overall, I'm really enjoying the Moon Knight series. I love the pops. I really like how they did the new Funko Pops that they released for the TV series. I'm really enjoying it. The action, the production, the story, everything is just really well done, and not surprising at all, because Marvel has done a really great job of some of these more obscure properties. But let me know what you think in the comments if you're watching the Moon Knight TV series, and if you're enjoying it, or what are some of your thoughts about it. Now, as I alluded to in the beginning of this video, we also have a giveaway. And so hopefully you stayed to the end of the video, because I'm going to reveal this giveaway. One lucky viewer is going to get it. So in this box right here is the item that I'm going to be giving away. So we're going to open this up. Well, that was weird. The lights just went out on me. I mean, the lights down here, I don't think I've changed the bulbs in a while, so maybe that's what happened. But wait a minute, this box looks different. Why does it says 6-1 on the side? What does that mean? So I guess somebody or something wants us to open this box instead of the one that I planned on opening. So let's see what's in here. So weird. Okay, so it looks like we have a note to me, which we'll read in a second. And we have, okay, it looks like we have an unboxed loose Funko Pop and then a 2-pack Funko Pop. So apparently I'm going to be giving away a loose brown suit Wolverine. That's a cool Funko Pop. I think it's an $80 pop in the box, but this does not have a box, but this is a hard to find pop. And then the 2-pack here is the really cool Captain America Civil War, Captain America vs. Iron Man 2-pack. That's a really hard one to find currently, and I think this is going for about $70. So let's check out. So apparently we're going to be giving these pops away, and let's see what this note says. Hello, Paul the Popthusiast. You don't know this yet, but there has been a game changer that will make this industry pop. Leading up to June 1st, that's 6-1, there will be more answers than questions. However, we have an assignment for you. For your next video, okay, you and fellow Popthusiasts, that's you guys, need to discuss the biggest flaws in the industry, so in the Funko Pop collecting industry. Are you up for the challenge? Please have anyone interested in receiving these collectibles click on the link in the description below, follow the Instagram page 612022, and tag 2 friends in the comments on the post. Sincerely, 6-1. Okay, so apparently we have a anonymous benefactor here that sent me this 6-1 box that they want me to give these 2 items away. And in order for you to enter to get one of these 2 items, you would go to the Instagram page, which I'll put the link below, to 6.1.22. Comment what you think is one of the biggest issues in the Funko collecting industry, and tag 2 friends, and you'll be entered into the drawing for one of these items. Okay, cool. Well, I guess this is what we're doing. So make sure that you do the... Okay, the lights just flickered again. That is super creepy.
We are fans. We are collectors. We are enthusiasts. We are you.
All right, guys, so it's time for the giveaway. So here we have an item here that we're going to be giving away. Very excited about this. So let's open this up and see what we got.